Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. I'm going to be trying to answer a question that I do get pretty regularly. I'd usually just respond to it in a comment or, kind of do it as part of a normal video, but when I actually sat and thought about who is my favourite Paladins champion for a pretty decent amount of time, I actually came up with a response that wasn't really what I would usually give. What I'd usually answer that question with, and what I have in the past in comments and old videos, is that Damba used to be my favourite, and that after doing YouTube for a while, he stopped being my favourite because I ended up playing everybody and I didn't really like him as much. They changed some stuff about him, and in old Paladins it was just a little bit different, and for the longest time now I have not really had a favourite character because I play everybody, and none of them really stood out as being characters that I enjoyed playing a lot more than some of the others. Like I said in yesterday's video, there are definitely characters that I dislike more and that I don't have as much fun playing, but a favourite was a little bit harder for me to decide until I kind of settled on Vora being my favourite character. So if you wanted a really simplified answer to the question of who is my favourite Paladins character, my current answer would be Vora, but it's a little bit more complicated than that, and that's what I'm going to get into over the course of the video. I'll play Vora, maybe somebody else as well, we'll see. I'm sure those of you guys that watch all my videos would already kind of know that I like Vora a lot. I overall find her to be one hell of a fun character, and that's what I based my favourite character decision on, is who I have the most fun playing and how often I kind of play them for fun. I will say she does have a lot of competition, and she might not be my favourite in a year's time from now. I really like Talus and a lot of the parts of his kit. Koga I like a lot, but not really his claws stance at all. I reckon if Koga was fully designed around his SMGs and didn't have a claws stance and had other stuff instead and was just fully focused around his guns, he might be my favourite character because I do like playing him a bit. You can again kind of see from the level. I've really wanted to make this video for quite a long time, and I will do another one. If it changes drastically in like the next year or two, I'll redo a video similar to this, but I really wanted a video where I can just point people who ask me in the comments or on social media or something of who do I enjoy playing the most, who's my favourite, and some sort of explanation, which is what I'm going to try and do now in the second half of this video. The build for Vora has been the same pretty much since the PTS. Since I played her on the PTS, I think I've run something very similar to this. I do still have complaints about Vora. There's never going to be a perfect character for me in Paladins. I don't think she has a bunch of dead cards, although not as much as some of the other characters we've had released recently. Her talents also are a little bit iffy. Relentless Presence is clearly the better one in most situations. I'd love to see them turn Unyielding Pressure into a proper anti-tank talent, so you could actually use it to deal really big damage to those characters, because that's a problem Vora does have at the moment, is she can't really go through tanks that easily. She doesn't have the craziest damage ever. She's quite low, I think, actually, in comparison to the others. And at least to me, that was the thing that really showed me that Vora was my favourite character, because she's not the best. She's far from the best flanker. If you were to ask me to win a game, I would not pick Vora. But whenever I find myself queuing for a match of Paladins and I just feel like playing a game, I nearly always go for Vora. Her right click and her ult, even though they're not the best abilities ever, they give you like a little bit of a break in between all the hectic damage with your left click and your Q. The synergy she has within her own kit is, I think, what makes her the most satisfying character for me to play. I also wish Deafening Stance would be tweaked a little bit, because this is also a bit of an iffy talent. If you're interested in seeing more than just what I'm talking about in this video, because it's probably going to be like 20 minutes long, I've got a bunch of other Vora videos on the channel where you can tell I'm pretty passionate about the character. Of course, I like her actual design a lot as well. I don't know if I'd say it's my favourite, but it's at least in like the top 2 or 3. She's like a 9.5 out of 10, like character design wise. I think she looks badass. Same thing with the lore, even though I don't pay too much attention to the lore Paladins. Gonna queue for a game because I've been talking for 20 minutes already and we're just here in the intro. But yeah, I think the easiest way to describe and simplify why I like Vora is her flow actually in a match. It feels really, really good to play with the stacks you have, and the fact that you can buff it with a card so that it self-heals for a ton. You've got the damage reduction after the F. Pulling yourself around is just great. It's one of the best movement abilities in the game, in my opinion, just because of how it feels to use, not necessarily because it's the strongest. I want to make sure that's very, very clear. Vora is not the strongest flanker at all. She's just the most fun. That's what I mean when I say the best. What I do personally wonder is, after they've properly fixed Vatu and they've repaired some of his jank, because obviously he is still a very new character, they fix how his Q feels, maybe his F and some of the problems he has at the moment get fixed. Does make me wonder if I'll prefer him over Vora. I don't think I will. I'm pretty sure Vora will still be a little bit above Vatu, but I guess we'll see. Like I said, I will remake this video if I have to. But anyway, for game 1, we've got Snowfall Junction, King of the Hill. We've got an Andro, a Ying, a Khan, and a Cassian. We're up against another Cassie, a Vatu, a Nando, a Willow, and a Ceres. The setup I run is very, very standard. It's just increased healing when we consume a stack, damage reduction on the F, and also just extra health. It's essentially just buffing out her sustain, not really changing how she plays at all. Her base kit is pretty much the same. This is just buffing it out. We've got Big Game, Focusing Lens, Leon's Shield, Defiant Fist. A very different talent selection there. Omnipresence, Scorn, Impulse, Aegis, and Mortal Reach. I grabbed Court and Life Rip, and yeah, let's run into game 1. If you have any other questions you want to ask me about Paladin stuff that I can dedicate kind of an entire video to answering, be sure to let me know in the comments, and if I see one a lot like I do with who's my favourite character, I will try and answer it. It's right click to avoid the Willow. I'm probably going to be a little bit rusty here. Hello Vatu, you're just here for some reason. You're not gone because she got a heal from the Ceres. There's a cripple. Let's see if we can get rid of the Ceres. Hey, that works. See if we can finish her over here. There's a 450 and a little tap. There's a little hit or two over there for the Vatu. I guess we can pull ourselves in, hit him with the cripple and go for the finish. Nice. Ceres is just here. She's going into the invis. Let's pull ourselves across. I just really love moving around with Vora on the maps. It just feels so much fun. For some reason I thought Ceres was there. She should be dead. Cassie hit her with the big game. She doesn't have her F up, so I'm not going to waste the Q. We've still got our full stacks. I feel like if you just watch my Vora videos, you really do get a feel of why I like her, just from the way that I run around and play her a little bit hectic. That right click didn't deal any damage. Are you kidding me? There's a little hit for the Cassie. We'll pull ourselves into the Nando. There goes his shield. He's definitely gone here. He's not going to be able to live unless he ults. But that's just flying around. We'll just go up to the same level as her. She is gone. Nearly hit that little smooth shot there on the Ceres, but I missed it by like a little bit. Did try and play a cheeky ankle there without dying. We are luckily fine. There's the Q to stop him from dashing through the Nando. Or the Anja, I mean. He didn't get hit, so he's actually still up. Playing very ballsy for a man on like 10 health and missed the cripple. Can we get rid of this Ceres? That's Vatu ulting. Just ran back to the point. We're kind of shredding him here. 145 to 6. Probably the heaviest win we've had in a minute. We're going to go all the way in their backline. Not because this is an intelligent play at all, but just because it's fun. Anjo's ulting at point blank range. Vatu's just here. I'm like right behind him because I pulled myself to him. Just kind of dodging the Cassie shots because I went in after the Willow. I don't really know what to do. I don't have my F up. I pull myself over here and try and not die. Vatu's going to chase. There's a very cheeky little tap. I totally should have died there. Fat fingered Q gives a bit of healing though, so I guess it's not terrible. Little tap over there for the Nando. Pull ourselves up. I can't really get behind you here, but I'm going to try to just be annoying. Team's on the other side now, so I guess it's fine. There's a right click. Pretty big heal and a nice bit of immunity there. We'll pull ourselves over. Way more than I wanted to. In going for the ult. Willow with the Q. There's a hit onto the Cassie and just a bunch of damage instantly. Right click. The immunity time on that right click is a little bit iffy. Sometimes you die before it feels like you should be able to even really take damage, but that's why that's my first death this match. We'll go ahead and just get some blast shields. I suppose getting hit by a lot of area damage. Nando shield has been a pretty big pain. Cheeky little 450. We'll throw over some more hits down there for the Cassie. There's a Q which wasn't a cripple, but it did give us some sustain. She's ulting. A little 450 over the Nando shield. Just throw more if we can. She's actually out to take damage. I can't believe I just landed like 4 hits over the Nando shield. We're going to run onto the Ceres. There's the Q for the cripple and the right click for the finish. I don't think I even hit her with that, but she's still gone. Nando's out too. Nando's not out too because he's going for the ult. There's a cripple which I threw a little bit early, but he's still dead. We're going to push in here on the Vatu. He's trying to Q around but hit a wall weirdly because I think the Willow died. Not Willow, Ying. I'm dead to Cassie, who spawned kind of on the left of me there. Hello Willow, there's some sort of combo on you. There's a right click to finish. I don't know how I got that. I thought I was going to totally die there to the Cassie, trying to hit the Ceres with some little cheeky hits around the corner. Somehow not dead. There's a Q which was a bad idea. We're actually healing from consuming our stacks. Try to get rid of the Vatu. He's on like 2 health. I guess we can push in. I'm going to use the cripple there on the Willow. There's a right click. This is mental. There's the anti-heal, so Ceres can't heal, and she is out. Ceres is still playing very ballsy here. He's actually gone. Okay, cool. We'll pull ourselves over the top. Sit on here, I guess. Didn't think I'd be able to actually land that. Nando's on the point. There's some damage. There's the Q. Okay, can't dash away. You might be able to kill him. He's trying to dash, I think. There we go. He's dead to tick damage. We'll pull ourselves over. That was actually a pretty damn good F. There's a Q. Missed it because I tried to freaking hit the Willow and I landed in between them. Nearly got rid of the Ceres. There goes the Willow. Pull ourselves up. I don't know where that Ceres went. I think she probably ran inside. Never mind. She's just there trying to kill our Anjo, just revealing herself on no health for some reason. She just ran away. That's can't yeeting the Nando off the map. Fair enough. He did try and dash back on and nearly landed it. Vatu's just stood up there. There's some little hits for him. He's gone. I don't know really what the plan was with that one, but okay. Haven't really been able to do too much commentary in this one. Thought you were below the threshold. Oh, that's a misplay. I totally should have had that. Did Khan just get knocked off, or Nando? No, he's back on. What even knocked him? I guess that was our Cassie, right? Hello, Cassie. There's a Q for you, but yeah, what I was trying to say is I haven't really been able to make too much commentary in this one because the game's been hectic 24/7. We've been like nearly always in a fight. There's a Q. Never mind. He's going for the ult. Really like the way that Vora deals damage. I think the like kind of initial hit plastic damage is really good fun, even though it does have its disadvantages. I didn't like it originally. I like it quite a lot now. And there you go. There are the stats for game 1. Shoutouts to their Cassie, and also that is their Ceres. Shoutouts to the 2 of them. The Ceres did a pretty good job though on heals. Cassie had a bit of a hard time though. Vatu struggled quite a bit. The Nando did fine, and so did the Willow. I'd say we did pretty damn good there. 15-3, 83k. Happy with that. Our Anjo did a solid job. Our Cassie definitely did the best. The Khan did fine as well, and the Ying was doing a solid job on heals. Something that I think I will do, now that I think about it, is make a proper Paladins champion tier list. I wanted to do a tier list on the maps, which I will do eventually, like my favorite ones to play and my least favorite ones to play, but I think I'm also going to do it for the champions so that I can kind of organize them all. So think of this as more of an explanation and a detailed view of why Vora is at the top of that tier list. If you want to see that video sooner rather than later, let me know in the comments and by leaving a like on the video. So that's a bit of a teaser for the tier list, I guess, which I'll do at some point. Vora is at the top, and this is a detailed video kind of specifically talking about her because I didn't expect her to turn into my favorite character at all, to be honest. When she released, I didn't like the way a lot of her kit worked. Then the more that I played her, she just kept growing on me, but I would love to see her outfit like move a little bit more. It feels very, very static. This does wiggle a little bit. The eyes on her headpiece there move, but for some reason the eyes on the body part and the hand don't. It looks a little bit odd. Obviously the crystals on her feet wouldn't move, but these look like eyes, and I feel like they are eyes, so I don't know why they wouldn't move. Maybe there's a lore reason I don't know about. Let me know. Her hair also looks fantastic. I don't know if I ever said that in a video, but her hair here, the design on that is sick. Alright, well, for game 2 we've got Marauder Sport, King of the Hill, we've got a Grover, we've got a Nando, we've got a Damba. Shoutouts to our Willow as well. We're up against a Skye, a Cassie, and an Nara, a Furia, and a Tyra will grab Relentless Presence, and then the setup there again. We'll start with Court and Life Rip. I honestly wish that there was a mount that matched Vora because she looks kind of weird on the Frosty one. I use the Frosty one because there's not another mount that I like as much as this, and this kind of fits in. I reckon if there was an evil one though that kind of matched Vora, I would run that instead. Fired a little bit early there, probably should have given myself a little bit more time to get close to him, but there's some damage. There's the pull, we'll go back in, and a right click. That did not finish the Tyra, that did though. There's a Q, we actually landed that. Can we land the finish? Yes we can. Shouts down before the heal, Skye's down there. I guess we can pull ourselves in. She does have a pseudo reveal with the tick damage, which is something I didn't really talk about. There we go. We can never really find that I need like Illuminate because of the fact that you have that tick damage. Hello, Anar, I didn't even realize you were in this game. I'm going to run. I don't feel like pushing in here. I don't have enough quarter ice to really deal with it. I guess we can pull back up to maybe surprise them. That's a Fury Beam. We'll right click through that. There's a little bit of damage. There's a Q as well. Cancelled out my own hit. That is something that does annoy me about Vora, which I've spoken about before, is if you do fire and then use an ability straight afterwards, you can cancel out your own hit. You can do it with Grover too, because I think it works on the same sort of tech, so it's kind of annoying when that does happen. There's the Fury Beam. Just going to wait for that, and then we'll pull ourselves up. Hello. There's the Cripple, which missed, and I think it consumed my stacks. I don't know. Either way, she's gone. I'm going to ult here so that I don't die, and then we'll dip down because that immunity is very, very useful. Should we just hit? Yeah, sure. Okay, that works. I guess we killed her somehow. There goes the Tyra too. I don't know how we killed that Cassie. I guess the team must have got her low enough whilst we were doing the animation. Didn't even realize that could happen. Okay, more quarter eyes. We'll fire over some more shots. That Anara is a pain in the ass. She's ulting. We'll right click for the CC reduction. That Skye ult with the combo. Thank God we actually used our right click there, or else I probably would have been a goner. I'm going to try and pull myself away. Quick reactions there. Somehow I'm still up. Tyra, she's throwing the fire. There's a right click. Don't know why you would ult there. Very, very bad idea. Nearly got enough to finish off our quarter eyes. There goes the Skye. We absolutely bursted her. We definitely could still win this, but we are shredding them at the moment. That's Fury with the ult. There's a Q, which I think also missed. She's still dead, and Nara's the only one left. Team is just rushing in here. There's a Q up there. Crippled the Skye. Is that going to be a finish with the tick damage, or no? It's not. I did grab some Rejuvenate just because we do have two healers here who are doing a pretty damn good job. I also have a Life Rip, which I realize now is a bit of a bad idea considering we have the healers. There's a right click to dodge the stun. That actually worked. More damage here on the Skye. Luckily I can kind of see where she is from the tick damage. There's a Q. I'm going to ult here. I probably would have died there if I didn't pop that, but maybe I didn't need to. I don't know. Nara is immune. Do I just use the execute here for the bit of damage? Yeah, might as well. She walled herself off. There's some more damage. That is the Nando with the knock off. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually run that with Nando, but thank you very much for that kill. Cassie's down here with the Fury. We've got some good hits on her there. Should we go in for the finish? I think they're kind of low. There we go. Both of them are gone. Nando pushed in two. Skye's on the bottom, but we don't really need to give the Grover a hand. I'm pretty sure we can deal with it. We should probably, yeah, run up here to help. Is she still just sitting here? Yes, she is. There's a Cripple. Okay, can we get rid of this Fury? I think we can here, right? I'm going to right click just so that we can get away from that. The Skye is here somewhere. We're going to pull across. There's a Q. Yeah, I butchered that. I deserve to die, but I guess we're still up because we have two healers. That Skye with the ult. I think we're, yeah, off the little ledge there, so we're fine. I don't know how I lived. I feel like I totally should have died. Should we pull around? Oh, this is very cheeky, but it might pay off. Hello, Cassie. I guess this might have just screwed me. There's a right click. Okay, Nando with the ult, so I guess we're fine. She's rolling off. Q up there for the Tyra. What is happening? I don't know. I'm going for the ult. I'm going to use it to retreat. We're holding it. We don't really need to play aggressively. Anara died. I think she must have fallen off the map. Hello, Tyra. My ult just wore off, but you're still dead. Damage up there for the Tyra. We're going to pull in to finish. I was on like 1 second cooldown, but there we go. Finally here. I should have done that a little bit differently, but whatever. There's the right click. There's the Q. She's 100% dead. I think the tick damage will do it. Yeah, there we go. What I was trying to say though is that I do have Rejuvenate and Life Rip. Doesn't really make that much sense because they have so much quarter eyes, but if we don't get hit for a second, we get massive heals from our stuff. There's a right click, which actually gave me the burst damage. Just cancelled out my own hit, which is a bit annoying, but she's still gone. We'll pull in, try and finish off the Tyra. I'm trying to dodge the fire, but I'm getting hit by it. There's a Q for the Cassie and some more hits. You can just see, I think, in the gameplay genuinely that I like Vora a lot just because I don't feel uncomfortable when I'm playing and I just run around having fun. Put ourselves over here away from the Anara. There's some damage for the Furious. She's gone. There's a Q for the Anara. She's now going for the ult. I think we're away from that. Okay, I guess not. We are still in it. She should be dead though, right? That should be enough. Gonna run in, finish her off. There's a right click. I'm definitely dead. I just wanted to make sure that Anara died because Nando was defending from the other three. We'll get some more nimble. Don't think Life Rip here makes any sense. Dambo went for the ult on nobody. I think he's a bot. That was really weird. I'm pretty sure he was here earlier, but that was a bot play. There's a right click for the Cassie and a kill. As you can kind of see, I can't really deal with this Anara. She just has too much health for me to be able to go through her. She's now going for the ult. I'm going to get stunned by that, but I think we're fine. Yeah, I can't really go through the Anara, and it's actually a bit of a pain. We do use the right click there for some time, so we can pull ourselves over. Grover ulted. We'll go ahead and get rid of this Tyra, who's playing very aggressively. Pull down here a little bit, go for the right click, and then the ult if we have to finish off her. I hit her one more time just to make sure we have the reveal, and there is the execute. I think I might be dead. I'm getting hit by way too much stuff there. One thing is that I do find it kind of hard to recommend Vora. Like, I don't know if I tell you to go ahead and play her just because she can be a little bit janky. Not that you can't do well with Vora. Obviously, you can shred with her. Even in like ranked stuff, you can do really well, but she's just a bit hard to recommend if you're going to try hard matches and you're just playing to win. If you're playing for fun though, which I think most people do, Vora is great. There's a Quadra. Thank you very much. Can't kill the Anara because I don't have enough damage, so it's just going to be a Quadra, I reckon. Okay, Grover stole my Penta. The team should have let me had that one just so that we can put Penta in the title, although I probably wouldn't have anyway. I've got maxed items and I've got 800 credits. What am I doing? Oh, am I dead? No, I should just pull myself back on. Totally thought I was gone there because I dipped off the map. There's a Q and a finish. The animation looked weird, but she's gone. Skye is also just here. I missed the full shot, but there's a right click, which also missed. You are still dead though, right? Because tick damage? Yeah, okay. And I went for the ult, but I didn't get hit by it. Okay, there's more hits. Grover ulting. I do have our ult here, which I'll use as soon as that runs out, just so that we can get rid of somebody. There's some tick damage. There's a right click. I just set myself into the abyss. Got caught on the side weirdly. Thought I was going to be able to make the right angle and just hit the little bit there on the left. Doesn't matter. We're doubling their score. I have like 1200 credits and I can't actually spend them. We'll just go in with the F, I guess, and play aggressively. There's a combo on the Furia, not a Furia, a Cassie. There's the Furia. I will go ahead and finish her too, I guess. I guess I wasn't wrong. I'm probably dead here though, unless we can survive from the sustain. I didn't even get any heals from the team there. That was just all our kit. Just dipped in the fire. Thank you, Grover, for the heal though. Dambit is fighting the Inara. I'm pretty sure he's back. There's a right click, and there we go. There is the victory. We doubled their score, actually more than doubled it. I feel like again there, I did pretty damn good with Vora, showed it off pretty damn well. The team also did a great job at 35, 320k is quite a bit better than I thought I was doing. Did not realize I went 35 to 3. That is a pretty mad stat. For the rest of the team, Dambo when he was there did fine, but I'm pretty sure he was a bot for at least a part of that match. Willow did pretty good there. The Nando did pretty good, and so did the Grover. Shoutouts to their Cassie. We didn't even really win that from objective time though. We won that mostly just from kills. We have only a little bit more than they do on the objective. On their side, their Inara did fine, their Cassie did fine, their Tyra had a bit of a hard time, Furia also struggled quite a bit there, and the, I guess, Skye didn't do too bad. I was looking at the damage stat there, which is kind of low, but she also healed for a lot. And yeah, there we go. That was Vora. I could do another match, but I don't really feel like there would be much point to it. I feel like I've got my actual feelings and thoughts across. If I haven't, feel free to ask me any questions in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Or if there's something you want to see me make a full video on, which is like this, because I got access all the time, let me know. I'd love for Vora to get some changes, but I don't feel like she necessarily needs them. I think she sees a pretty good amount of play. I see her somewhat regularly, and I think most people are happy where she's at. She doesn't seem overpowered or underpowered that much. I have said already, I think what I would love changed in other videos or even in this one, but if there's anything you would like to see altered with Vora, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on it. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, of course, I'll see you guys all really, really soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next, and as always, stay frosty.